Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah. My dear brothers and sisters, when we come to the graveyards to remind ourselves about death, because this is the reasoning why we come to visit the graves. It's not to come and to recite the Quran upon the dead, nor is it to come and speak to the dead, subhanAllah. As the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said in the narration, he was speaking to his companions, and he said, I used to forbid you from visiting the graves, but now do visit them, because it will make you increase in doing good deeds. And in another narration it mentions that it will increase you in remembrance of death or the hereafter, subhanAllah. So this is our reasoning why we come to the graveyards. So please, my dear brothers and sisters, there's some many different misconceptions that we have visiting the graveyards. One of them is not to actually go and recite the Quran on them. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam one day was with his companions and he saw two graves. And the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that these two people are being punished for easy things they could have kept away from, subhanAllah. He said the first used to go about and he used to cause gossip and hatred amongst people. And the second one, he was not careful when he used to go to the toilet and he would actually soil himself with urine, subhanAllah. Then the Messenger ﷺ took a palm leaf, he split it into two and buried it on either side. And he said, I hope that this will lessen their punishment as long as the leaf stays green and doesn't dry out, subhanAllah. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we need to be careful and we shouldn't be planting palm trees into the graves, because we don't have knowledge if the people in the grave are being punished or not, subhanAllah. This is not for us. We are not prophets, we are not messengers. And this ilm is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us all, inshallah. Subhanallah, here's the grave of my brother. He died in 2014, subhanAllah. He was only 2.5 years older than me, but he's laid here for 1.5 years. And my dear brothers and sisters, we have to remember, we're all going to enter this grave. We're all going to go into this hole, subhanAllah. So no matter how hard you're actually working for this dunya, wallahi, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we're going to end up here. We're going to end up in this grave. Don't think that the people around you aren't going to pass away. They will pass away. Don't think that you yourself won't pass away. You will pass away. So my dear brothers and sisters, don't forget, coming to the graveyards is so that you can remember death, is so that you can do good, so that we can meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment with as many good deeds that we have. So remember, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, you're going to pass away one day. All the people that are here in their graves were alive and they were thinking like you. They were thinking about a future in this dunya, but subhanAllah, it all ended. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to benefit us from this trip, to benefit us from visiting the graves, so that we can remember the hereafter. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to unite us all in Jannah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.